Hey there, welcome back to Financial Market Insights for Traders. I'm your host, Sophia, and today we're diving into a topic that so many people hesitate on getting started with your very first investment. Whether you're completely new to this or you've been circling around the idea of investing but feel stuck on where or how to start, this episode is for you. Let's face it, the world of investing can be overwhelming. There's jargon, there's risk, and a million choices. But here's the thing, you don't need a finance degree or a six-figure income to get started. In fact, with just a little knowledge and a bit of strategy, you can begin investing today, even with as little as $50 or $100. So let's walk through it step by step. First, you need to understand yourself as an investor. Before you even pick a stock or open an account, ask yourself some key questions. How much money can I afford to invest without affecting my daily life? Can I emotionally handle seeing my investment lose value in the short term? Am I looking for short-term gains or long-term growth? Do I want to be actively involved or more hands-off? And how much time can I realistically dedicate to learning and managing this? Knowing your risk tolerance and your investment goals upfront will shape your entire approach. If you're just dipping your toes in with a small budget, you'll likely want low-cost investments with fewer fees. If you're risk-averse, steer clear of high volatility assets like crypto. On the flip side, if you love the idea of innovation and potentially big gains, digital currencies or growth stocks might appeal to you. Next up, stocks. This is where most beginners start, and for good reason. Stocks are accessible, well regulated, and easy to understand. Buying a stock means owning a small piece of a public company. If that company grows, your investment does too. Now the pros. Stocks are easy to access through apps and online brokers. They're great for long-term wealth building, and you can start with surprisingly little thanks to fractional shares. The downside? Prices can swing a lot. One bad news cycle and your portfolio might dip. But here's the catch, that's normal. If you're playing the long game, temporary drops are just part of the journey. If you're unsure where to start, platforms like crystalballmarkets.com make it beginner-friendly. They offer intuitive tools, a clean interface, and plenty of educational support. And if you're more of an audio learner, tune into the Crystal Ball Markets podcast for simple breakdowns tailored to new investors. Now, let's switch gears and talk about real estate. Real estate is another classic investment path. We're talking rental properties, flipping homes, or even owning a slice of a commercial property. The beauty of real estate? It's tangible. It often appreciates in value, and if you rent it out, it can generate consistent monthly income. And it's but real estate typically requires higher upfront costs. There's the down payment, closing costs, maintenance, and more. It also takes time and effort to manage. If you love the idea of real estate but can't swing a down payment yet, try REITs, real estate investment trusts. You can buy shares just like a stock and get exposure to real estate with far less capital. Then, of course, there's crypto. This is where things get exciting and risky. Cryptocurrency has exploded in popularity, with coins like Bitcoin and Ethereum leading the charge. The appeal? Decentralization, innovation, and some seriously impressive returns over the past decade. But it's not for the faint of heart. Crypto markets are open 24/7. They're global, fast-moving, and incredibly volatile. One day you're up 15%. The next, you're down 25%. If you're new, start small. Learn how blockchain works. Use secure wallets. Stick to major platforms like Coinbase, Binance, or again, crystalballmarkets.com, which also offers a guided crypto experience. If you're searching for a Crypto for Beginners podcast, the Crystal Ball Markets podcast has you covered. They break it all down in plain English. And look, don't let a small budget hold you back. Investing in 2025 is more accessible than ever. You can literally start with spare change. Here are a few ways to invest with just $100. Use stock apps that offer fractional shares, or CFDs. Buy small amounts of crypto. Invest in ETFs for instant diversification. Check out REITs or real estate crowdfunding platforms. Use apps like Acorns that round up your purchases and invest the difference. You don't need a fortune. You just need to start. Now, Here's a quick 6-step plan to get going. Step 1, set your budget. Only use money you can afford to lose. Step 2, choose an asset class that fits your personality and goals. Step 3, open an account with a beginner-friendly platform. Yes, crystalballmarkets.com fits the bill. Step 4, start small. Use ETFs or blue chip stocks to begin. For crypto, stick to major coins. Step 5, learn as you go. Use podcasts, YouTube, and online courses. Step 6, review monthly. Reassess and rebalance your portfolio as needed. Sound doable? It is. Now, let's talk about what not to do. Here are the top beginner mistakes. Jumping in without research. Know what you're buying. Chasing hype. If everyone on social media is talking about it, it might already be too late. Investing money you can't afford to lose. Emergencies happen. Keep your safety net. Checking your investments too often. It leads to emotional decisions. Ignoring fees. Hidden fees will eat your returns. And finally, not diversifying. One bad bet shouldn't sink your whole portfolio. So, where should you begin? If you like analyzing companies and reading financial news, start with stocks. If you prefer tangible assets and the idea of monthly income, real estate might be your lane. If you love tech and aren't afraid of big swings, explore crypto. Or do a little of each. That's called diversification, and it's a smart move. And remember, the hardest part is getting started. Once you take that first step, everything else gets easier. Want to start now? Go to crystalballmarkets.com and open your first account. Whether you're investing with little money or just learning the ropes, their tools make it simple. And if you want to learn while you commute, cook, or chill, subscribe to the Crystal Ball Markets podcast. Search for Investment Basics for First-Time Investors, How to Invest with $100, or Stock Market Basics podcast, and get real talk that actually makes sense. That's all for today's episode of Financial Market Insights for Traders. I'm Sophia, and I'll catch you in the next one. Until then, stay curious, stay consistent, and keep your money working for you.